What happened with me with my hearing loss was that it runs in my family. My mother has a great hearing loss. My one sister has hearing loss also. So I started finding that I wasn't hearing like a full concert music, that notes that I ordinarily would hear.
Well, it's very difficult because so many times I'm talking to him or I'm calling to him in another room and he just doesn't hear me.
My husband also said that I would always ask him to repeat himself. I thought because I was tricking myself in thinking he mumbled more, and that's when I noticed I needed to do something.
And also when we'd go to a movie or we would go to a play, he wouldn't get half of the dialogue, and that was very frustrating too.
I was up late one night looking at the newspaper, and there was an ad in there about Affinity Hearing in Plymouth, Minnesota, and there was a really nice coupon, and so I called and made an appointment.
We were really in need of something to improve our quality of life because the hearing was really getting bad. And once we made that choice and we came to see Steve, we knew that this was the place for him to go.
When I started this business 9 years ago, I wanted to make a difference in the community. The reason I got into audiology in the first place is because I wanted to be able to help people hear better, and I wanted to be able to make a difference in people's lives.
When I came into the door, I was very nervous and worried and scared, and I knew that I would be going into a sound box to be have my hearing tested, and I'm claustrophobic. I was concerned about that, but just right away I was greeted with, "Hi Karen, welcome to Affinity Hearing," and that made me feel very at ease and comfortable.
My wife talked me into coming to Affinity Hearing and take a hearing test, and I was always afraid that the hearing aids would actually bother me in the ear, but they, as it turns out, I don't even know that they're there. And my life has changed almost completely since I've used the hearing aids.
The greatest satisfaction that I get doing this job is putting hearing aids on a person for the very first time and seeing the tears of joy when they hear something that they have not heard before, whether it be their grandchildren laughing or the birds singing.
When I came to Affinity and Steve fit me for my digital hearing aids, oh my goodness, it was just wonderful. And people are just surprised when I tell them that I am wearing hearing aids. They're going, "No, you're kidding." And it is just so comfortable. I have surround sound, so I hear when I work with children on a daily basis, so when they come behind me, I can hear them. They're not doing a surprise attack on me.
I got my audiology degree at the University of Minnesota in 1981, so I've been doing this for over 30 years now, and it amazes me how the technology has changed. It used to be that to make adjustments on hearing aids, we could use a screwdriver and make 2 or 3 adjustments and say, okay, go home and live with it. Now we have hearing aids that have virtually thousands of adjustments that we can make, and they work so much better in noisy situations than they ever did before.
Price has always been sort of something to concern us, and I was always afraid that I wouldn't be able to afford these hearing aids. However, Affinity Hearing, I found, worked with my insurance company, and everything worked out very smoothly, and I'm happy that we've done it.
Whatever your needs are, we have products that are going to fit your lifestyle and your budget, whatever that happens to be.
I just appreciate the care and support and the gentleness that Steve and Sarah give me here. I travel from a distance, and it's really nice that they have flex times that I can come in, or if I call them saying, "I'm traveling through the city area, can I stop in?" "Sure, come on in, Karen, not a problem."
There's really no reason to put a decision off, because it really does make a big, huge difference in people's lives.
It's just so wonderful that I took that step of getting out of my fear and making that phone call and coming to Affinity.
Last week I had a patient who had a very, very significant hearing loss and had never worn hearing aids before. He was trying to decide what to do, whether he should go with brand X or brand Y or brand Z, or whether he wanted the in-the-ear hearing aids or the very small, discreet, behind-the-ear hearing aids. And I told him, you know, with Affinity Hearing, you have a 60-day trial period, and it is totally risk-free. You can wear the hearing aids for 60 days, and if you're not happy with them, you can try something else. And if you're not happy with hearing aids at all, you can get your money back, and all of it back. So the only mistake that he could possibly have made was to do nothing at all, and he decided to do something about it.
I hope you make the phone call to Affinity Hearing. It will make the difference.